Alright, so I thought, well, I should probably do this. What's up, everybody on YouTube? How's everybody doing? I'm doing just fine today. Welcome. I'm doing awesome, actually, sorry. Today, welcome to a special little video, at least for me. It's gonna be a video where we look, it's gonna be a different kind of video. It's gonna be like one of them, random would you rather videos kind of thing. But it's gonna be related to a game, so I thought, this could be to post the same day as one of them random videos. So this is going to be a look back at my old Minecraft buildings, and I'm going to be reacting to them with you, and it should be a little bit fun. So I have it set up to capture Facebook right now, and so yeah, we're gonna take a look at some photos from the old Blomskunk days of building, and we're gonna see how this goes. Now, the first picture we have here. First picture is the guy in the green skin is my friend Nick, one of my old Xbox 360 friends. We used to like live right next to each other, and we used to like go outside and play all the time. But once we got our Xboxes, we were like, screw nature, and so we kind of built in Minecraft together. And we got to know each other more through Minecraft and everything. It was really cool. Yeah, so we basically we started building the city, or this kingdom, and this is what these old pictures will be based around, because that's all I worked on starting out in Minecraft. There are some older photos that I don't. There are older buildings that I built before this, but these are the oldest that I could capture. So this is like the very first picture I ever took in Minecraft. So there you go. This is pretty cool. And this is the ship that I built, and it's okay. I mean, for me just starting out on Minecraft, I think this ship is pretty decent. But oh my God, is this ship? It is old, and we got a massive wall in the background. This was the start to like the city docks we were building. It was pretty cool. So I decided to take his picture by the boat because I think he helped me build it or something, or he gathered resources. And this was all in survival, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, it looks really nice. I really like this. Moving on to the next photo here. This is like my first castle ever in Minecraft. And this is still at the same world on the Xbox 360. And yeah, so we have like good torches down there. I think that was like to an arena of some sort that we were building. And we basically took it down because it wasn't good, as I feel. And oh my gosh, look at these buildings, are absolutely insane. That is a tavern, I believe. That was a tavern. That was a bakery. Guardhouse. That was the college. I knew that for sure. And this was the castle. This is where I lived, and everybody that would come onto the world would live in the little houses. This was the inn right here, this building. And this over here was the yeah, that was the guardhouse. I already said that. And back there is a little log mill. I don't know if you guys can see that though. This was definitely this was an old world. This was about 4 years ago, almost. About 4 years ago. I think it's about 4 years ago this world was built. Oh my gosh, it's so old. It's so old looking back on it. Here's the entrance to like the little kingdom. Oh my god. This is so bad. Wow, this is... Oh my gosh. Oh, there's no detail. There's like nothing. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can just see... Wow, oh my. Alright, we're going to get through these a little bit fast, because there is a lot of them. And I want to just kind of keep this video short. But this is a guild. This was one of the new additions then. And this was a guild house that I built. It was like for like the guild, so they can come and meet. Oh god! And up here was like a little minecart system that would go through and deliver resources between the village and between the kingdom. So that what we would do is we'd send resources back and forth from the village to the kingdom, because some people would live at the village and some people would live at the kingdom. So if we needed to give something to them, a minecart track would run all the way across the world to give it to the village. It was pretty cool. And here's a picture of the oh god, all right. And this is the mine. This is the mine in the kingdom that we had. It was called the Skyforge mine. That was inspired off of Skyrim. Oh my gosh, this is really old building. I mean, just looking back on these pictures, it's just insane to see these pictures again. Like, this is just crazy. I haven't looked at them in a while. Here's the Skyforge mine. This was an older. This is like my very first like blacksmith type of building. It was really, really just not detailed at all. Oh my gosh. Here's my very first inn, like my very first like inn I ever built, to where multiple people could stay in, and you know, yeah. Oh wow. Like, look at the old flower textures and the yeah. This was like this would be like right after beta. This time. Oh my god. Wow. look at the roofs of the they were made out of oak wood. Oh my god. And they had like oh god, it makes me want to like fix it. I obviously did fix this in the future, so you'll see updated pictures of this city. Yeah, wow. I mean, this was all dug out by hand in survival. It was crazy. I think we had like iron tools, and we had to like make multiple iron tools. It was crazy. And here's my very first farm I ever built. Pretty big. And I actually kind of like this farm for being my first farm I ever built. I actually really like this farm. It's really cool. There's Mikkel's store. This was my sister's old account, and she wanted a store in the kingdom there where she could sell like all her junk. Here's we were doing the pumpkin festival, so we decorated all in pumpkins. You can see like pumpkins all around. You can see the castle now got an upgrade. It's got some flags. It's got some I don't know. It hasn't got anything really new, I guess. And I think this was around the time I started my YouTube channel. Yeah, September 22nd. I started my YouTube channel around that time. So, and then 1.8 came out, so we were going into the creative mode. As you can see here, I'm kind of flying now. So I started. The story about this little picture here is that the world got corrupted, my original world, and nobody could play on it. It was like weird. If somebody tried to join, it would crash the world. It was really weird. But eventually that got fixed. So I deleted the other world, obviously. And this was a map that I made. It was called Crown Conquest. Basically what you had to do is start out like Hunger Games, and then go through the town looking for the crown, and take the crown up this massive tower, which had lots of parkour in it. Yeah, and if you fell in lava, then the crown would reset. It was really, really cool and really advanced at the time. So really neat. Just a regular survival picture there. And here's that castle that we saw earlier. Now that you can see my buildings are starting to improve, this is the castle that we were just looking at with that wood trim that around the top of the roof. Now it has a clock tower. Now it has. This is one of my. I still love this building today. I wish I could build this. I'm probably gonna build this again at some point, just because how much I love the staircase and everything. Just the way the bridge goes to the clock tower. It looks amazing. Here's the docks that we saw at the very beginning. It's now got a second boat. The wall is kind of complete. It's got some gates. It's looking really cool now, and I'm very proud of this as well. I want to build something like this again, just because it looks so epic. Like this view of the boats and everything just looks so nice. And I love these boats too. They were kind of a different style, to be honest. Like they're not bad. They're just a different style. Here's the castle again. I upgraded this and put a wood tower right here. It's a very short tower. And yeah, you can see the big castle in the background. So there you go. There's a little sky view. This is how big this was. It took up about a quarter of the map. About half the map almost, because on this 360 the maps are really small. There's another picture. Here's another little building I built. Here's a dark castle I was trying to build. I was trying to go for like a kind of like a evil fortress kind of thing. I'm not really sure what that was all about. Here it is finished. It has like a beast head, and it just looks really cool. It has a black roof up here, but you can't really see it. Here's that village I was talking about earlier, where the goods would go in between the kingdom and the village. This is that village. Here it is again, sky view. It was very small, but people would live in this village because they wanted to be, have their own little area. This was actually the spawn of the world. So when people spawned in, they were like, oh, this is cute. And then I would take them along this path, and it would loop around, and it would go to the kingdom. It was so cool. It would be like an epic walk. But here you go. Here's a castle that I'm not very proud of. This is another castle that I tried to build. I don't know. I was trying to come up with different styles. Here's a little base idea. I like this still. Like, I think this looks really cool. Here's a nice little barracks or whatever. Something my friend built. I don't know what that was all about. This castle I built with my sister. For like we were building this castle to verse another castle on a base. I think our castle won because it had like, see all this decorative stuff? Well, it was outlined with inside. Like this, it wasn't done in this picture, but I think it was outlined with like bedrock and like, yeah, it was like very defensive. And here is the kingdom. Now you can start seeing I'm getting really good at building now because the entrance. Look at the entrance here, and then look at the airship, and then look at the towers, how they're more like sharp looking. This is kind of my style now, to be honest. And there's a little catapult tower in there. I think I'd get rid of that. I don't really like it because it's blocking the view of that window. You can just see more buildings around now. It's starting to get more advanced. There's a nighttime view. That's really cool. So a church my friend built, or at least tried to build. This is pretty awful. All right, so here we are. We're back at the paintball sign. Sorry, I clicked out of the photo by accident. This is a paintball sign I built for my friend, and this is the new kingdom that I built. It's like getting an upgrade now. The walls have got an upgrade. I took down the mountain. So now the tower is actually a tower, and there's a stables out front now. It's all getting more advanced, and you can tell I learned a lot more. So I come back to the kingdom to build it a little bit more. Got a little, nice little hot air balloon. I love this hot air balloon because of the little dangling, the glowstone there. And then here's the inside of that bridge that we saw, that big bridge for that castle. And there's the jail, I believe. Yeah, this is another overhead view. Here's another little view of that castle. This was actually the court, I should say. It was very, very, very big at the time for my building style, but it was very, very cool because of how big it was. Here is the upgraded town center. Now, looking back on this, I don't really like this very much. It could be done a lot better. Obviously, a lot of this stuff it could be done a lot better, and you'll see that in the upcoming photos. Here's an upgraded ship. Now, I really like this ship because this is the closest ship to what I build today. I like some people will bring this front part up like a real ship, but I always just try to leave it flat and just bring up the back part. I think that looks just a little bit nicer. Opinion, of course. And for those of you that were wondering what this is, it's actually like a real life expo. For those of you that play Clash of Clans, it would actually like shoot TNT. It was really neat. There's another boat, and here's just another picture of that. Oh yeah, there's some more hot air balloons in this picture. That's why I took this picture. Here's a little part of the town. I'm not really sure. I was trying to do a different style and just trying to figure out what I wanted to do. Here's the college. Here's the new church. This is the chapel. Now this is the closest to my town halls that I would build on SMP servers. This was the town halls took that shape after I built this church. Here's the clock tower. Looks really cool. Here's another view of the farm. And here's the upgraded forge. I really like this forge. I like how the bridge goes over. It looks just so cool. Here's another little village. I don't like this village, really. I didn't really like it at the time either. Because, it was just too basic. Here's I had a battleship that I built with a little airplane flying across. some more sort of modern airplane. This was based off of the Black Ops 2 map called Hijack, which had the boat, and you battled on the boat. I thought it would be really cool if the boat was actually like a battleship. Here's another one. This is actually USA themed. And here's the upgraded farms. Looks really cool. I like this. Here's a little... Now, this is really weird. This is a really weird Herobrine shrine I built in somebody's world. I joined somebody's, like, a random person world. It was like a friend of a friend's world. And I just built this Herobrine shrine in their world. It was really, really weird. Little nether picture there. Here's something I built in the nether. Just trying to make like an evil fortress type of thing. Little tree guy. Looks really cool. And, yeah, I'm going to basically just keep skipping past these photos so you guys can see. Church picture. Some more stuff. Here's a mansion. This is a mansion I built with my sister. And these pictures are only a year after those starting pictures. Here's the White Castle that I built. This was like a place where kings and queens could stay that would come live in the land. Who knows? Here's the arena. This is the closest castle in this set of pictures to the castles that I built today. Some more pictures of the arena. Now this was our built-in Hunger Games arena that we built for the kingdom. It was just for fun. There we go, another little boat. These are the closest to my little boats that I built today. Here's the throne room. Not the best. Here is the farms again. Looks really cool. I like these little scarecrows. I know how to build better ones, but yeah, it's they're really cool. Here's the church. It got a little upgrade. It got a bell tower. Pretty cool with a nice little fence going around. Very cool. And the TU9 update. This is really cool. I love this. This is when we added the bookshelves and everything, and we added like these really neat nether portal or ender portal. Sorry, it's a random move stream. I don't know. And here's the castle. Wow. So what happened here is we had a jump from like months of not building, and so I was building on other servers, getting practice and everything. So I came back and redid the castle completely, and built like a little extension coming out here. I basically upgraded it like crazy, and yeah, as it was raining at the time when I took the picture, but the castle got an extreme upgrade. It looks so cool. I love it still today. Conquest. This is gonna be number 2, but I never built it. And you're probably like, what is this? Well, this is actually a different world, totally. I deleted this world over here. I deleted this world. Don't know why. I regret it today. I just didn't. One day I was like throwing a hissy fit, and I deleted it. You gotta remember, I was like 12 when I built these, or 13 even. But yeah, and then this came along, and I started rebuilding the village and everything. So I started redoing everything, and I really like this village. Like, I really do. I love the little castle. I love everything about it. But a problem with this world was I didn't like the kingdom. Now this is just a picture of some random survival world I was building. I don't know. And this was the kingdom. Now I didn't like this kingdom because it was too steampunky, and that's what I didn't want. Some random pictures. But yeah, this is the world. Trying to rebuild it. It was okay. The layout was pretty neat and everything, but it was just too much in creative, and it didn't have the same feel. This, however, this is the next world that I built, because I deleted that world then because I didn't feel like it was good enough. So I said, okay, now I'm going to build another world, and I'm going to make it a much better world. This world I never deleted, and however it got deleted because I traded in my Xbox, and so now I have my PlayStation. And so now that is totally gone. But now I'm building it on the PlayStation again, and it's been the same world throughout the whole time. But yeah, so now it's progressed, and now here we are today with this castle. Well, not today, but this is what it was in the last of it on 360, the Xbox 360. So here you go. I'm just gonna skip past these pictures because they're basically the buildings that I built today. Yep. There it is. And that is the last picture. So compare this to this, and there you go. That is it. That is the progression over time. My progression with Minecraft building. That's the best example that I could have gave you from my starting point and on. I mean, just compare the castles. Just compare this. Okay. Wait for it. To this. Alright. And, I mean, it just really shows how practice can really go a long way when you're building. And with anything, really. And that's all I did, was practice. And now I can just do it. I can build something like this just off the top of my head. So, yeah. It's very cool. I love this castle. And I wish I still had it, but, unfortunately, I wanted to trade in my Xbox, so I was like, you know, screw it, I'm going to do it. And, but now I'm building it on the PlayStation 4. And I might show you some pictures, if you want to see pictures of that. Sometimes I'll go into PlayStation 4 and I'll take pictures of that. But, yeah, this was a nice, like, throwback kind of video, Throwback Thursday kind of thing. So, yeah, pretty cool. Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it's a pretty long video. I'll try to edit some parts out and make everything look nice. But as always, don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.